Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Pompberry, and today I'm going to be doing a Catwoman makeup look. Recently I did a grunge poison ivy look, and you guys suggested that I turn this into a series and do other characters in a grunge style. So today I'm going to be doing Catwoman, not necessarily in a grunge style. I think it's going to be a little bit more punk because I will be channeling the one and only Brody Dale. Oh, I love her so much. She is so gorgeous. Back when I was a little preteen, I discovered the Distillers and I fell in love. Their last album, Coral Fang, was everything to me. I listened to it on repeat all the time, and I just thought Brody was the most beautiful woman in the world. So that's who I'm going to be channeling today, and I'm super excited because right as I decided to do these grunge looks, I got in the mail the new Dose of Color Smokey Soirée and Cutting Edge palettes. They're the two newest additions to their 5-pan palettes, and if you've been here before, you've seen me talk about these palettes. I absolutely love them. They are my go-to palettes that I take on trips with me because they are so compact and the colors in them are absolutely stunning. My two favorites are the Blushing Berries one and the Sassy Siennas, and these are all matte palettes, which you guys know I absolutely love, but these two new ones are not. They have shimmer shades in them. So Cutting Edge looks like this, and if I hadn't just done that Poison Ivy look that had these dark green and terracotta colors, I would do something with this, and I definitely will do something in the future, but for now, I'm going to be using the Smoky Soirée palette because I feel like it is the perfect Catwoman palette. This is such a good kind of classic palette. This is very much what I feel is like an essential like capsule collection type of thing. And I can definitely see myself bringing this on trips with me. And I'm super excited but also really scared to use this because these palettes have some of the most pigmented eyeshadow formula I've ever used. This is on the level of like Melt Cosmetics, so I'm really scared to dip into this black, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm gonna be reviewing this palette. I'm gonna be doing a Brody Dale inspired Catwoman look. So if you want to check that out, just keep watching. But before I begin, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. As you can tell, I've already done my skin and eyebrows, and I went a little bit paler with my foundation because I wanted that pale skin against the dark eye contrast. And please just ignore whatever's going on my neck. And I didn't add any additional concealer under my eyes because I am going to kind of play with the darkness under the eyes. Obviously, it is covered up because I did bring my foundation all the way here, but I didn't add any extra concealer. So if you can see a little bit of the darkness, that's totally intentional. And I could not review these palettes without saying the brush that comes in them is one of my favorite brushes. Usually brushes that come in palettes are horrible, but these are honestly like I hoard them because they are so good. It is like the teeniest, tiniest pencil brush and the teeniest, tiniest fluffy brush. It's so good to do like details in the crease and all that. I wish they sold these brushes separately from the palettes because I would buy like a bunch. But anyway, to start off, I'm not going to use that brush. I like to use that to really concentrate and pack on color. I'm going to start with a much fluffier brush because I know how pigmented these are. I want to get a much lighter application first to start with, and I think I'm going to dip in to this reddish color. I think I'm going to go red, brown, then black. Brody never really used red around the eyes. Her eyes were generally brown or black with a bright red lip, but I'm kind of curious to use this red. So I think I'm just gonna, just a little bit, and I'm already scared that that might have been too much. I don't know. But I'm gonna start with my under eye. I'm gonna apply that. Oh yeah, you saw I barely touched it and pigment's there. So I'm literally doing this. That's it. Because these eyeshadows are so pigmented and I want to get a nice smooth blend. So I'm just going to kind of create a darkness under my eyes to begin with. I'm going to end up looking a little bit sick, but that's what we're going for. And then I'm just going to kind of keep blending that downwards. I really just want to make it look like I've got real dark under eyes. And there's actually a picture of Brody where she's got brown shadow that comes like down to her cheeks, but she still looks awesome. It's all about rocking it. You know, you can wear any makeup you want as long as you rock it. Like if you're feeling it, that's what matters. And I'm gonna start bringing this into my crease just very lightly. And it's funny because I discovered the Distillers through Gaia Online, Who remembers that? I remember someone posted a picture of Brody in one of the forums, and I thought it was Courtney Love. I don't know why. I thought they looked so much alike, and I was really into Nirvana at the time. I was like, I don't know, 13 maybe, and I hated Courtney Love because of the whole theory that, you know, she allegedly hired someone to kill Kurt Cobain and all that stuff. But at first I was like, what? Why are you posting Courtney Love? And then the person replied like, no, that's not Courtney, that's Brody Dale. And then I started researching her, and then I listened to the Distillers, and I absolutely fell in love. Okay, now I want to try going in with the brown a little bit. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to take that closer. Oh, that's dark. Ah! Okay, I might need a little bit more of the red. See, all the colors in here are really dark. None of these are actual like transition shades. So if you want a really light color, you might have to dip into another palette. Or rather, you will have to dip into another palette. Okay, I'm also bringing that brown up into the crease. The funniest thing though was one day when I brought up that I liked the Distillers when I was talking to my husband. He said that Brody used to come into his job when he was like in his early 20s all the time, and she used to flirt with him, and I have never been more jealous than anyone in my life. Why couldn't she have flirted with me? Ugh, lucky bastard. But he said that she flirted with him to make him blush because he blushes really easily, so she just would laugh at him blushing. I don't think she was seriously flirting with him, but who knows? Who knows? Either way, I'm still jealous. So I'm going to take a little bit more of the red and just go over the brown and just keep blending this out slowly. And I'm bringing it like into my brow with barely anything on my brush just so that I get a nice smooth fade. And then same thing down here. I'm going like pretty low with the eyeshadow once I've gotten the excess off of my brush. And just using whatever is left there. I'm going to be doing fully black lids, so I'm going to grab a little bit more of the brown and start applying that kind of closer to the lid. So this is going to be my transition from the black to the red. So I just want to pack that brown a little bit more to start darkening the eye, but not going directly with the black just yet. And same thing on the under eye. I'm going to intensify that brown to prepare it for the black. This already looks pretty cool. Reminds me kind of like My Chemical Romance type of makeup. If this was a brighter red, it would totally be MCR. And then now I'm gonna dip into the black, and oh god, I am scared. I'm gonna dip in very lightly, and I'm gonna start with my under eye. I'm using the brush that came with the palette. I'm using the little pencil brush side, and I'm just going to slowly pat that as close to the lash line as I can. And if this look turns out messy and not super well blended, that's totally fine too. That's even way more punk, honestly. So, you know, you can just have fun with it. You don't have to be super precise with your blending. Okay, so the black isn't as intimidating as I thought. It seems like it's well packed, so there isn't kickback, which makes me happy because then that generally means there won't be a lot of fallout. So it makes me less scared to use it. I'm still scared though, because I know this is the type of black that you don't need a black base for it to look pitch black. I know that this black means serious business. I'm gonna grab a really dense packing brush, and I'm just going to grab some of that. Okay, yeah, there's like virtually no kickback, which means no fallout if you don't get too much on your brush. And I'm just going to stamp that on. Okay, I was really scared because some of these shades do have kickback. Like this one, you can see a little bit of kickback when you dip your brush in, but the black one seems to be either packed more tightly or the formula is just a little bit different. I don't know, which makes for no fallout, which is great for a black shadow because that's the last thing you want, especially if you do your face first, which I do. I know a lot of people don't, especially when doing a black eye look. People tend to do eye first and then skin second so that they can clean up all the fallout, but I don't. I always do skin first, like no matter what. So this is making me very happy, and you can see that this is looking pretty pitch black even without a black base underneath. Some eyeshadows you really need to go in with a black cream first so that it'll turn out real pitch black, but Not this. And I'm just slowly patting. When you want to pack a color on and create intensity, you want to just press the shadow into the skin. You don't want to do any sort of blending motion, just patting. I'm going to keep the black just on the lid. I'm going to then take my brown and go along the edges, just going over the black and just diffusing that edge. You can see that really, really darkens up the eye. I mean, obviously it's black, but I don't want to lose the sense of the red. So I'm going to take the red again and just go along all the edges. I don't want the red to be lost in here. And you end up with this super like vampy eye, which this sort of look can be used for so many things. You can do grunge, you can do punk, you can do vampire, so many uses. I'm also using the little pencil brush to get real close to the lash line. Make sure there's no little gaps. Just really pressing that shadow as close to the lashes as possible. Okay, I've swatched both of these shimmer shades, and this lightest one actually surprised me. I had to build it up quite a bit. It seems almost like a topper instead of a shimmery shadow. And this one, I didn't expect it to have such a dark base. If you see it in the pan, it's like a silver, but then when you put it on, it's a super dark base with some shimmer infused in it. So they're really interesting. They're not at all what I expected. I'm glad I swatched them because I was going to go straight in with this one in my inner corner. And I think I still might because I do want to keep the eye very dark. So I'm thinking it could look cool. It would keep it dark but have still a hint of a shimmer. Or I might use both. I don't know. But I'm going to start with this one right here and see how that looks. And I'm just going to apply that straight in the inner corner. It's got almost like, it's like a reddish dark base, almost like a brown base. I don't know. I still can't figure it out. It's almost like there's a shift to it. It would probably look gorgeous on the lid, but I do want to keep this look quite matte. I don't want to deviate too much from, you know, the whole punk look, which doesn't involve that many shimmers. Okay, I'm just blending this out. I don't really want a harsh edge. But yeah, this is definitely keeping that inner corner dark, but just giving like a hint of something, which I quite like in this case for this look. I don't think I want to brighten the inner corner more than that. Like it catches the light, and I feel like that's good enough for me for this look. I'm like really torn on what lipstick to wear because Brody wears like a true red, but then again, she doesn't have like the red around the eyes, and I feel like a true red might not look the best with this. So I'm thinking about going for a slightly brick red. And this one that I've got swatched here right in the middle is the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the color Date Night. So I think I'm gonna go for that. I got some balm. And I am going to overdraw my lips a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I like this color. I love like a brick red. I love true red for when you're doing like a super classic eye, but other than that, I like going a little bit darker. I'm gonna overdraw my lips as per usual. Man, I love a good red lip. And this is making me kind of want to go darker with my brows. I filled in my brows with the Urban Decay Brow Blade with the little pen side, just doing the little strokes, but I kind of want to go dark. So I'm going to try the pencil side, which I've never used before actually. And I'm going to fill in my brows a little bit more because when a look is this dark, you can afford to go a little bit darker with your other features. Otherwise, they can look a little bit washed out. So I'm just gonna kind of fill everything in. I might do some more strokes over that with the pen side. But yeah, I feel like I like that better than that. That one looks a little bit pale. And now I'm going to finish up the eyes. I'm going to go in with a black in my waterline, and I'm going to try the new NYX Epic eyeliners. This is super cute. They sent me this with my name on it. It says Pompberry, and this is the whole collection of the eyeliner pencils. I am super excited to try these colors because I really like the NYX eyeliners, but today I'm just going to do the black. I wish there was like a deep burgundy. There's this like berry color called Berry Goth, and I don't think that would go really well with this. If there was a burgundy, I might use that instead of the black, but I feel like you can't go wrong sticking to black. Ooh, this is super, super smooth. Really nice and pigmented. The NYX pencils tend to glide on super, super smoothly, which I love. I hate having to do like a bunch of passes to get the color to come through. They're usually pretty effortless. And I'm gonna tightline my eyes, which I hate doing, but oh, I feel like for a look like this, we gotta. Oh, I hate it so much. And this is kind of reminding me of Magenta from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, honestly, which I still haven't watched. Please, please don't come for me in the comments. I know I need to watch it. I know how to do the dances. I've seen those scenes a million times. I've just never seen the entire movie. Now I'm just gonna put on some mascara, lashes, the wig, the piercings. I'm not gonna do anything to my cheeks. I did contour using the Fenty Beauty matchsticks in amber before I started filming, but that's it. I'm not gonna add any blush or anything. I don't think this look calls for a blush, which is kind of blasphemy because blush is like my favorite thing. But yeah, I don't think this calls for it. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up off camera and I'll be back to show you the finished look. And this is the finished look. Oh, I can't really talk with this fake piercing. This is actually an earring that I just stuck on my lip. I'm wearing my Sandman wig, which I thought was really appropriate because it has a lot of texture to it. And then I just put on the spirit hood, which is actually a Kesha spirit hood that I found at a Goodwill for like $5. I don't know. These were kind of the only cat ears that I had that I felt kind of fit with this look. I thought it could be a fun little detail just having this hood. I think maybe I should put on like a black jacket or something. Ooh, I have a fuzzy jacket. Hold on. This jacket just kind of looks like my hair. But I think it works. I'm really, really digging this makeup. Oh yeah, the lashes that I put on are the Likely Makeup Batwing lashes, which is kind of appropriate because, you know, Batman, Catwoman, anyway. And the lashes do make it considerably less punk, but I feel like Selena Kyle's style is a little bit more like refined, and I don't think she'd go like full punk. I think she would still add a little bit of glam in there, so I thought it worked out pretty well. I feel like the piercings kind of bring it back and make it a little bit more punk, where the lashes take the punk away, then the piercings bring it back. Should I start doing my makeup like Brody Dale more often? Cause I'm digging this. Or it just might be my huge crush that I have on Brody Dale that's just speaking for me. But yeah, I dig this. I dig this a lot. But yeah, this was a super quick video, super easy look that I'm actually really excited about the outcome. I think it turned out pretty cool, even though it's a super simple look. I would love to see this turn into like a full Catwoman cosplay. That would be amazing. Yeah, now we're just missing Harley Quinn to complete the Gotham City Sirens. And Harley is my favorite. So I'm trying to come up with something really cool for her. So be on the lookout for that. That will be coming soon. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know who your favorite Batman villain is down below, or feel free to suggest other characters that you want to see me do a grunge version of, or punk, or you know. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all my patrons who support me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!